Yo, it's 51 degrees. The sun's shining. We got blue sky. Today is the perfect day to toss in an engine. All right, boys, look what we got. Just in time for engine install. We got a box from Turbo Z-Trum, the last pieces I needed. We got our silicone pipe to go from there down to our lower pipe. We have our 2.5 down to 2 1/4 to go from the front of the lower pipe to the intercooler. That's good to go. And also the reducer to go from this line here to connect to this one. So that'll all be good to go. And they also sent like some pen, Turbo Z-Trum, fancy, or Turbo Center. We got a lanyard in here, some stickers, and oh, there's a whole book down here. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. So I ordered this on Monday, got here on Tuesday actually, got here by Thursday. They have pretty much everything you could possibly need for turbo anything. They got fuel lines, they got like everything. So shout out to them. Thank you guys for hooking it up, getting stuff to me quickly. And now we can get this thing in the car. So the first order of business for today, in a little bit, Martin will be here. We're gonna take his trailer to the junkyard, grab my big sheets of metal, that we can put them down on the floor because we have to move this to there. And like I said, I want it to be as easy as possible. We've done it before many times just on the cobblestone, and it sucks every single time. So we make it a little bit easier this time. That's the goal. And once we have those plates in, that'll come off the stand, rear main seal, clutch on, trans on, and then into the Pink Floyd. Finally, I'm stoked. Finally. And then also before this actually goes in the car, I go through, get hose clamps on all of these, get all those secured and done back here. Got to make a little cut right about there. And this little 45 will sit right like so, and hopefully meet up nicely down here to our lower pipe and then to our intercooler, and all that will work. The intake manifold here is not mounted all the way yet, but we can do that in the car, not a big deal. But yeah, just about everything is good to go. Once it's in the car, we'll put the rest of the engine harness on it. But yeah, we're looking pretty good, boys and girls. We got the trailer. We got a Martin. Ready to go. So now we got 2 large sheets of metal, which should make rolling the engine stand, the engine hoist, a million times easier. So, good score. So we got under the engine all cleaned out. Casey's going through, making sure all the hoses in the back side have hose clamps, are all good to go. And funny enough, I kept these little end caps off the power steering stuff, and it fits on this last one perfectly. So we capped that, and that's good to go. And then the car is back on the ground. This is all set up, ready to go. I got this bolted in nice and tight. And then next up will be to get this off here. Actually, no, next up will be Sawzall. We're gonna cut right over this little notch right here. And then this is gonna sit right about there. So we're gonna cut right above this little notch right here, and I'll have about an inch or so. It's gonna butt up to that notch right there, and this will sit right there like so. So hopefully that meets up to this pipe back here, no problem. And that goes to there, and then hopefully all that works. And then after that's cut and done, we'll pull it off the stand and do all the stuff in the back, transmission on, in the car. Hopefully it's that easy. With the metal sheets, it should be much better. We've had some struggle bus times in here with pry bars lifting, doing one cobblestone crack to the next crack to the next crack, and it's awful. So hopefully today's a much smoother. All right, so with the cut we made and the 45 here, I think this whole setup should work no problem. Now we can adjust it and turn it this way if I need to move that forward or backwards, but this lines up, and then all this fits. So I think this is good to go. So we can take all this off, I'll put down. So that'll all come off like that. Rear mount's fully on. All these are done by Casey in the back, so that's good to go. Next up, off the engine stand, clutch stuff, trans, and keep them moving. So they're not quite as big as I thought, but this should still tremendously help. And also that one, this wheel caught a casualty a while back. The cobblestone's brutal and like shattered the wheel. I have it over here somewhere, I think. Somewhere over here I have a shattered wheel. Maybe I don't. I thought I did. Oh, here it is. Destroyed the whole center. See that, Martin? Whole center. Straight blown out. The cobblestone's brutal, but we shall make do.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
All right, one wheel. Good, good. Nice. Oh, wow, that was easy.
That all makes it wrong. And also, this is pretty light compared to like the VRs and stuff.
Yeah.
You want to use your foot, just hold that there. Yeah. All this. Come up with the, go up with the end a little bit. There you go.
Nice.
Off the stand after just a year, it's fine. All right, so engine is down. Martin's going through the new clutch setup. I have the new rear end seal. So we'll pull this one off, toss a new one on, toss all those goodies on, grab the trans. Okay, moving. Also, my engine, like, mount thing here, stole the little, whatever you call that, out of here. You can see that one has like the little like guide piece on it. That one got pulled out. I guess not the most necessary thing, but we can probably pop it out of there for the backside and then put it back in. And then
I'll do that.
Yep, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. This one doesn't look very leaky, but while we're here, there's no point not to do it, so knock that out fast. Did it come out?
Yeah.
No problem. Nice. All right, so old seal off. Like I said, really no signs of leaking at the bottom. But while we're here, might as well go through and clean it up and get a new one. So that one's out. New one to go in. And I swear someone said leave the plastic in. I'm pretty sure it centers it as you push it on, but I could be wrong, but we'll try it like that. Looks like it lines up pretty nicely. So we'll leave the center piece of plastic in and just kind of push it over and hopefully that's the way to do it. We'll need the torque wrench in a second. It's race car red. It's good for at least another 50 horsepower.
Me too.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Fine.
Clutch is done. Look at that. So I'll grab the trans, we'll toss it on, we'll keep on moving. Not
hear that?
bad, yeah, that's fancy.
Again?
It's kind of sad though.
What?
Don't have any more transmission house decoration.
Bummer.
I got more inside. Voila, nice to you. Oh, the wiggling.
Yeah, you want to try to lower it just a little bit more. The way it's not
Okay,
moving.
come on. Yeah, let's do that a bit more. Yeah. I'll put the starter back on afterwards. Okay, pretty good. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Nice, it is one.
That was easy.
Yeah, that's bad. Sometimes I don't ever want you with Steve's. Remember, we couldn't get on
Oh,
for
I
so
know.
long.
I had to hold it from the top and you had to be underneath.
It was,
It was
awful on that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just don't.
took forever.
This wasn't bad.
No.
So transmission is on and good to go. We're just about ready to drop it in the car. I have to grab the rear trans mount, which is going to be this one right here. This will now bolt up to right back here, I want to say. I think it's the top one. I think it's 1, 2, and 3, if I'm not mistaken. And it sits right inside of there. So I'll have to put that on real fast. And then after that is on, we'll do a double check, make sure nothing on the backs of the engine needs anything. I think I might try and put the downpipe on and like work it through. I think we'll do that, or maybe I have to wait till it's in the car, put the downpipe in afterwards, but we'll see on that. But for the most part, she's looking together. The trans with the matching cap looks very, very nice. And we're about ready to drop this thing into the car. All right, trans mount is done. 1, 2, and 3. Good to go. So off the spare engine here, we're stealing the rear heater hose, which is that one.
This one.
Yeah, the bottom one down there.
Just like so stuck on there. I have a clip off.
I'll do the vice grip and try and spin it free off the pipe itself. But that one is gonna go to this one, and then we'll have the one that goes from here over. But we're trying to make sure everything in the back of the engine's done before it goes in. And that, I believe, is the last piece. And then we're ready. All right, that is it. She is officially ready to do in the car. We have these ones back here to go to the heater core. From there and from here, we have this little one that goes from our lower pipe back up to here. We have the 2 ports now. This one I'll do in the car once this will go over to the coolant reservoir on this side. But yeah, that's it. This is on. Everything in the back is all tight. All of our hose clamps tight, tight, tight. This is already cut here, so once we're in the car, I'll put the pipe on to go this way. But that is that's it. Unless I want to try and put the downpipe on and fit that with this. I'm not sure it'll be easier because these bolts are kind of a pain to get to out in the car. I think I want to put the downpipe on first. We'll try and put it in with the downpipe. If it doesn't work, we'll take it back off and do it in the car. But while it's out on easy access, we might as well try it now. But other than that, that's it. That's it. She is ready in the car. And once it's in, we'll do the intake manifold tonight, and probably tomorrow or the next day, we'll get that all wired up and go for the first startup. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment we've been waiting for so long, the 1.8T is officially sat in the Pink Floyd, and it looks amazing. Not even like put together fully yet, but whew, this thing looks so good sitting in this car. Plenty of room back here, plenty of room on the sides, everything's good to go. Again, shout out Fabulous for the mounts. Oh, she's in, and the paint match is just, it's so good. Came over all this time. It's finally in the car. Whew. So, big thank you to Martin for coming over today, and then shout out to Casey, as always, helping out. The metal made a huge difference to slide in there. So very careful, did little movements here and there to get in and not smack anything, but the metal made life so much easier. Yeah, there she is. The 1.8T is finally dropped into the Pink Floyd. Look at this. So this will reach no problem to there. We got room on this side. Not bad. Not bad. Still lots of buttoning up to do. All the wiring, that kind of stuff. Slave cylinder down there. Bunch of little stuff to still do. But the main thing, the engine is in the car. Whew, we have done it. Man, oh man. One thing I'm curious about though is, will my downpipe fit? It looks like it will. I'm hoping it cuts enough to fit through there. We'll have to do that. How am I gonna do that actually? I was gonna put it on beforehand, but I thought it'd be an issue to try and get it like in and snake through there. But now looking at this, I don't know. We will cross that bridge tomorrow. But right now, I'm just excited that this is in the car. So I'm going to put the intake manifold loosely on for right now. Pull this out of the way, and then maybe a few other small things. Kind of put the front end on, just kind of see how it's all going to sit together. And then probably call it a night. And then I work tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. But little by little during the week, I'm going to get the wiring done. Everything else buttoned up. And hopefully by like this weekend, go for that first startup. Man, I'm so stoked to finally see this thing in the car. That's awesome. So, this time, move this out of the way, put a few more things on top. I'll put the engine cover over there on top. Just kind of see it looking complete. And then probably call it a night for that. It's freezing out here, but we had to at least get it in the car today. That's so sick. I'm slightly concerned about the downpipe. That looks very tight back there, but we'll get that later. Look at this thing. All right, let's get it. All right, are you ready for this? Again, not finished. This is all mocked up, just loosely put in place, but look how sick that looks. I'm in love with it. I love it. I love the green. I love the paint matched. 1.8T in the Pink Floyd. So sick. Whew, long day. It's freezing out here, but she's in, and I'm stoked. A couple things to note. I need a longer hose to go from this one to here. For some reason, I thought this port would be like right here. Way off with that, but new hose to go from here to there. Not a big deal. I put the battery in just for size. We're gonna have to figure out an intake to fit over here. It's kind of tight, but I think if I scoot this to the front of the battery tray like so, I can fit a small one in there. It should be okay. I didn't want to put this in the trunk, but maybe I'll do that to kind of clean up all of this and some more space. But I don't mind the battery in the bay and having a cover. It looks nice and OEM. But this might get a little tight through here, so we'll see about that in a little bit. But for the most part, this through here looks good, plenty of space, no problem. I did do this, you can see, tight here, fits right to the intercooler, no problem, no problem. The only thing is, back here, if you look down there, you can see where the coupler is. It's a little bit short. Now, I haven't mounted the lower pipe up to the frame rail yet. You can push it up like... You can push it way up like that, but I'm not sure if it's quite long enough. You go like this and grab it and kind of like yank it like so. It's not quite there. It's close, but not quite. So I might just need a longer coupler to go from here to there. The 45 is fine. I just need a 45 and like an extra, I don't know, 5-6 inches on this side to fit to here, but that's easy to fix. Not a big deal. I'm just hyped the whole side mount's gonna work. This all just like fits perfectly, and then bam. So if I need a longer coupler to make that work, not a big deal. Man, I'm stoked to have the engine finally in the car. So good, so good. Gotta run a hose from that one over to the reservoir, which again, that's kind of tight to this, so we'll have to do some maneuvering in this area to make the battery with this and this all work, but I'm not worried about it. I am glad I put the power steering down there because it's way out of the way and cleans up right here. But a few things to adjust, a few things to make work, but really not going to be too difficult. I'm hyped. She's looking good. And then finishing touch, where's it at? Where is it at? Yes, because like I said, I want to run this. I want to make it work. You know, I need to make custom brackets to actually hold it up. Let me see if I just, how it's right now. If I just set it on there. So kind of set in place. Fit over that. I push it back a little bit. Yeah, mostly fits. It's a little bit higher than it was before. I think we're hitting over here, but I said this will mount up like this once it's actually hard mounted, so that should hold right here, no problem. I have the spot there and the spot here. Whoo, baby. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh man, long time coming. It just feels good to finally see the engine actually in this car. Oh. Feels good. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. So we've got a few things to sort out here and there, but for the most part, I mean, the engine's in the car, right? The engine is in the car. A few things left to do, but the big step, the engine is in the car. And it looks so good. Also, I moved this out of the way, and now this sits much nicer. So there's that. Oh, I just can't get over looking at it in the car. Like I said before, I love how all you see is one going down, and that's it. There's like all this space up here. There's no front mount down here, which isn't a terrible look on these cars, but this is what I wanted. This is the goal. This is the look that I wanted the entire time I was thinking about this, and we got it. Down, that's all you see. There's a lot of space in here. There's so much room in here for activities. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I found, bam, the fuel lines for the car. Same ones I used for the Savoy, but I finally found them. So those will go right over here. Bam and bam, back over to there, and that'll be good to go. I said a handful of things to address. New hose for here to there, finishing up back there, down pipe on, and then wiring it up. But she's close to running. She's very close to running. Ah, man. It just looks, I'm just taking it all in. I'm just simply taking it all in because it looks so good. Right at home. The 1.8T, not my first choice for this car, but I think it is the perfect engine for this car. It just fits the whole 90 steam of this car. I don't know, it just looks right at home. Definitely the right choice for the Pink Floyd. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. One more look, one more look, one more look. Oh, it's just so good. All right, peace.